handbook out there with like the Sky
The
Mall?
following contest is a tag team match set for one fall.
The magazine that you read on the plane of things you can
at
buy while you're on a plane?
368
It's a good read.
pounds,
not bad.
Travis Williams and Judas Icarus, sinner and saint.
Well, gentlemen, speaking of things you can buy, I am buying all into this one. I have been looking forward to this match since the day it was announced. As here comes Sinner and Saint.
And why not? Travis Williams, of course, well aware of the fact that he's been challenged to reclaim his NEW championship against Sebastian Wolf on June 14th, right here in this very building at Wise Hall.
Tonight he'll be focused on tag action, but you know that's in the back of his mind.
Absolutely. Sinner and Saint have been in some solo action here in NEW in recent months, of course, but the last time we saw them tagging together here at the Wise was back on January 4th at Winter Beatdown, where they came up short in their quest to dethrone Reloaded and become NEW Tag Team Champions. Meanwhile, their competition this evening, they've tagged together here at the Wise as well, and I'll tell you more about that in just a moment.
Yeah, that match against Reloaded, early candidate for match of the year, perhaps match of all time for Nation Extreme Wrestling. Every fan that night went home happy. We went home happy. What a night that was.
And their opponents, the team of the NEW Women's Champion, the Rain City Stretcher, Liiza Hall, and Nicole Matthews, Technically Violent.
Technically Violent, wrestling together this evening for just the second time ever. They tagged here in this building last year against Illa Tribe, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe they were victorious in that match.
I believe you're right.
And I can tell you for a fact that Nicole Matthews and Liiza Hall have been itching to get back together as tag team partners ever since. Tonight they get that opportunity against two of the very best, not just in the Pacific Northwest, but in the entire professional wrestling world.
And even if they've only tagged together twice, these two speak the same language. They both know how to grapple. They know each other. They know what the other one's going to be going for before it happens. I'm not going to be surprised if these two look like a golden tag team right out the gate.
And I don't want to say that rooting interest in this match is split along gender lines here at Wise Hall, but you can tell from the pitch of the cheers for this team that the women in the building are especially going wild for Technically Violent.
It's like when Matt walked in the building tonight.
Absolutely.
He draws a crowd. He's a sharp-dressed man.
I do. But this isn't about me, gentlemen. This is about a potential match of the year again. Maybe a match of the decade. You have four of the very best wrestlers in Canada, nay, North America, about to do battle.
Yeah, complete dream match happening in front of us here at NEW.
I have goosebumps right now, gentlemen. I have goosebumps.
This is an absolute dream match for all four competitors in the ring here this evening, and I'm sure for many looking on at ringside as well. Nicole Matthews taking to social media earlier today to say she can't remember the last time she was so excited ahead of a match as she is here for this one. And I'm with Nicole.
Half the room standing, and we have not even rang the bell yet. Ref Samuel calls to ring the bell. It's the blink and you'll miss it offense of Sinner and Saint, and perhaps the blink and you'll die offense of Technically Violent. Two wrestlers that love to punish their opponents. And Liiza Hall looking to lay that punishment early, gentlemen.
Collar and elbow tie-up. One of the more intense we've ever seen in an NEW ring to begin this. And Liiza Hall is beaming.
Even in that small exchange, Liiza and Travis both got a taste of what the other's capable of, and I think they're excited at what's in front of them.
They certainly learned a little thing about each other in the early stages of this one. And I think Liiza Hall is licking her chops to be up against two competitors, the likes of Travis Williams and Judas Icarus, Sinner and Saint. I cannot recall the last time I saw the NEW Women's Champion with a smile that big across her face. We'll see if she's still smiling the next time the bell rings at the end of the match. But lots of time yet before we get there, I'm sure.
Here comes Nicole Matthews. In against Travis Williams, has the waist lock, reverse to Travis's waist lock, and again a reverse to Nicole.
Backed into the corner, and in comes Judas Icarus. Rolling headlock takedown as Icarus enters the match, but now Nicole briefly with the upper hand. We'll see how long she can hang on to it for.
Working that double wrist almost into a chicken wing position, not quite. Judas is working for it though.
Great reversal by Nicole Matthews there.
Yeah, even engaging in this sort of thing with Nicole Matthews is entering her world. Even if you think you might hold an advantage, she's more than comfortable here.
Nicole Matthews, of course, the Grand Lioness of the Lionsgate Dojo. And I'm sure she would tell you, of all of the pupils she has trained in her time, Travis Williams and Judas Icarus are right at the very top of the list. This might be a moment, however, where you wish you held some secrets in your back pocket.
Absolutely. It's not often you see Sinner and Saint retreat so quickly out of the ring. But it's not always that often that they stare down against two opponents that know them like the back of their hand, like Liiza Hall and Nicole Matthews do.
Judas Icarus calling for some space here. Sinner and Saint need an opportunity to catch their breath as he's insisting that referee Samuel force Liiza Hall out of the ring. A stickler for the rules is the born sinner, Judas Icarus.
Nicole catches the kick. Sent into the ropes.
Big shoulder block there by Nicole Matthews.
Liiza tags her on the go.
Not even a 2 count there for Liiza Hall. The quick tags now. These are quick tags that we're usually used to out of Sinner and Saint, but technically violent with all the momentum in their corner right now. And Nicole Matthews going for a cover and a 2 count.
It's like you said, Matt, these tagging combinations between Liiza and Nicole are just showing an unbelievable amount of comfortability this early in their tag career.
And we talked about those blink and you'll die tactics out of technically violent. Nicole Matthews now just punishing the born sinner, Judas Icarus.
Bringing him up, or perhaps just positioning him for a kick to the chest from Liiza Hall. And Liiza with a big strike on Williams as well.
Now a big forearm across the face by Liiza Hall.
Little assist from Travis Williams to cushion the blow against the turnbuckle.
Great teamwork there by Sinner and Saint.
They have learned a thing or two over the last few years as well, under the tutelage of both Josh Alexander and now Eric Young, as 2/3 of the Northern Armory, who you can catch every Thursday night on Sportsnet 360 as part of TNA Wrestling.
Huge boos for Sinner and Saint. Judas Icarus patting himself on the back there.
And Travis Williams was such a likable young man before he fell under the watchful eye of Eric Young, of course. Sad to see what he's become.
Well, with your sadness comes their success. And a 2 count there. For the once golden boy, now professional Travis Williams.
Screams of "Come on, Liiza" from the faithful here at Wise Hall.
I can tell you for a fact that half this room was standing at the beginning of this match, and they have not gotten off their feet.
Travis working Liiza's forearm. Liiza tried to turn it into a choke, no success. Snaps the forearm and manages to tag in Judas Icarus. You gotta think Hall's gonna start thinking about a tag here shortly.
Well, if she can get back to her corner, when Sinner and Saint gets into their wheelhouse, it is a world of hurt for their opponents, and they're very quickly reaching that right now.
Bringing Nicole back into the match would be the smart thing to do. And Liiza might be the wisest, Hall, if we're being honest. We'll see if she can get back there.
I see what you did there, Justin.
Liiza got some fight in her as she throws bombs into the chest of Judas Icarus.
The right hand stung him for a second, but just got him to set in this sleeper. Now Williams is back in. Incredible vertical.
And it wasn't long ago, fellas, that we were complimenting the teamwork of Liiza and Nicole, their ability to have that fluidity in tags to change in and out and keep the offense going. I think you have to say the same right now for what we're seeing from Sinner and Saint.
Absolutely. As I mentioned earlier, once Sinner and Saint get into their wheelhouse, there aren't many tag teams that do it better than them. And right now, they have cut off the ring from Nicole Matthews completely.
Yeah, love it or hate it, this is brilliant tag work here from Sinner and Saint.
They may have to be careful, however, that they don't push this just a bit too far. And like Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey before them in Reign of Fire, awaken the dragon inside Liiza Hall.
A couple cheap shots there by Travis Williams as ref Samuel has his back turned. Again, that's the craftiness of Sinner and Saint at play. Liiza Hall just struggling to get back to her feet at this point.
Yeah, just trying to make it back to her home corner at any cost. Icarus blocking that with an uppercut. Huge body shot from Liiza Hall, another right hand.
Well, Liiza Hall tenacious right now, if nothing else. Fighting back with everything she has.
You do not want to find yourself in a strike fest, however, with Judas Icarus. A prolific shadow boxer, a prolific letter boxer. And right now, he's taking some strikes from Liiza Hall. A cutter right there. Can Liiza get back to the corner? She does!
The stunner does it!
Matthews!
Nicole Matthews just walking into the ring like she means business, and she absolutely does.
You could tell she was dying to get in there. Hold it onto the wrist, 3 clotheslines, here we go.
She's got Liiza Hall eaten out of the palm of her hand, and she nearly put the match away. Pinfall broken up by Judas Icarus.
Judas Icarus with the save right at the nick of time.
Nicole Matthews proving to be the difference maker, the technically violent needed.
Liiza Hall gets an opportunity to catch her breath on the outside, much needed as well. Liiza, or rather Nicole, with a discus elbow to the face.
And now
Nicole's clapping.
Yeah.
She's pointing at her target. Williams cuts her off. Ugh.
What a knee to the back.
Judas over the top. Oh my, Icarus to the outside. Outstanding stuff from both of these teams. Liiza, was that an RKO?
I don't think Judas saw it coming. It might have been out of nowhere.
Williams off the ropes, and he didn't know, but he just took his tag team partner's head off.
There's a big head kick there by Liiza Hall.
German suplex from Liiza.
Matthews and Liiza have a moment of communication. 2 kicks.
Sent on by Liiza Hall.
Travis Williams flipped over and dual kicks to the skull. Good night, professional. Wow. running purely on instinct.
What a change in momentum. Technically Violent driving the car right now.
Travis Williams may have kicked out there, but I'm not sure he ever once opened his eyes.
I don't think Travis Williams knows where he is right now, but wait a second. Judas Icarus knows where he is. Liiza Hall dumping Judas Icarus, but Judas Icarus pulling the Rain City stretcher out.
And Travis now into an O'Connor roll. No! Matthews able to reverse. Williams will. Actually, it's Icarus who runs her face first into the turnbuckle.
Matthews is dazed. Hall's trying to fight, but she's attacked by a dragon screw here. Sinner and Saint are back rolling.
Williams and Icarus. Liiza able to duck out of the way. Those dual kicks find nobody home.
And now a dragon screw for Judas Icarus.
Through the ropes from Nicole Matthews. Big kick to the chest. She may have just kicked his lights out.
Nicole Matthews taking liberties with Judas Icarus.
Double stomp off the apron from Liiza, and Travis with a shotgun drop kick.
And look at Travis Williams go, big knee!
Flying knee from our inaugural NEW champion, who may reclaim the gold right here next month against Sebastian Wolf.
There's a breathless pace here. You can tell how badly both teams want to win.
Travis Williams would have to make it to that match to get there, however. Judas Icarus with a bit of an assist. Kick to the head, more dual strikes. Oh my! Running kick into a running senton, and now Williams.
Alligator roll into a suplex.
Brainbuster from Travis Williams as Icarus falls on the pile, pushed by Nicole Matthews.
He was trying to hold Nicole Matthews back, but Nicole Matthews just willed herself into breaking up the pin. A big round of applause from the fans here at the Wise Hall.
And what an incredible match this has been already. All four of these competitors have authored some classics here in NEW, and they are doing it again here tonight.
This has been everything we were expecting, and perhaps more, gentlemen. Nicole Matthews now taking on Sinner and Saint single-handedly.
No problem.
Strikes and chops, and it worked for a little while. Now it's Liiza Hall's turn to try the same. Chops in both directions. She was psyching herself up for a double clothesline and took a kick to the midsection instead. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Oh, hold on a second.
A single crab from both teams.
We got a single crab slap fight.
Absolute warfare we're witnessing here right now.
Pure lunacy. Liiza bringing Williams up. Oh, wow.
Right across the back of Judas Icarus.
Into a cover, and oh my! Technically Violent nearly had it, but technically this match continues.
Williams keeps this one going. But for how long?
All four of these competitors have taken so much punishment. Judas Icarus helping Travis Williams back to his feet there.
Icarus with the save. Matthews was looking for the Vancouver maneuver, couldn't find it. She shoved into her partner, and now Icarus and Williams have isolated Liiza Hall. That quickness of Sinner and Saint on display in a big, big way. And it could be trouble for Liiza Hall.
As they land that double kick.
Icarus helping Williams change direction, and oh my! A tope suicida catches Nicole on the outside. And that could be curtains. Sinner and Saint are your winners.
Judas Icarus and Travis Williams, Sinner and Saint.
What a match! As I said a couple minutes ago, everything we were expecting and maybe more out of both Technically Violent and Sinner and Saint.
That is one that everybody in this building will be talking about for a long time to come.
Absolutely, that teamwork and experience edge of Sinner and Saint that's propelled them to victory so many times, propelling them to victory this time as Technically Violent rolls out of the ring, but credit where credit is due. They took Sinner and Saint to the limits, gave them everything they had, but the Born Sinner and the Professional ride high tonight.
And I'm sure this is not the end for Technically Violent, because not only is there a blossoming friendship going on there, there is some real chemistry in that ring as well.